Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. And in this video, I'm going to be taking on the Wild Child of the Veldt, Part 14, Level 200 Lufenia quest as part of Gao's Lost Chapter. And for this, I'm bringing a party of Kuja, Relm, and Sherlotta with a brother summon, and my good friend Sunawan's Kuja friend. Of course, we're going all in on the Kuja. I've been waiting for so goddamn long for Kuja to get his stuff, so I'm going to use him every chance I get. Plus, he's actually really goddamn good for this stage as well, let's be honest. Okay, so quickly, let's just go over the artifacts. Now, I am going with triple 108 330 on Kuja because the last wave is a triple enemy wave, and basically the bravery damage reduction is not so severe that we need to bring our Marty Ultimas. This time we need some max brave because we're going to be hitting a lot of targets. My spheres are of course the same as they usually are, going all in on the bravery damage. My Relm has 108 C50s, but to be honest I'm going to give her another max bravery, and she's fine with just this. And my Sherlotta of course has her triple 108 330s, and her CP looks suspiciously low. I didn't think I equipped these. Wow, I'm missing a lot of passives on my Sherlotta. Please excuse me, I for some reason did not equip them. I guess I've not brought Sherlotta to any Lufis yet, but she definitely works really well with this particular one. There's my spheres, my refined spheres. Okay, so I'm bringing brothers, both for the max bravery, and I would say that I'm bringing it for the orb condition, but with this team we don't actually need to worry about the orb too much because we deal so much damage that we're going to be able to DPS race the orbs down before they present much of a problem. And I will just quickly show off Sunawan's Kuja. His is also extremely well built, so yeah, without further ado, let's jump in and see how it goes. Okay, so for this one we have 3 waves. The first wave is against one of these things, the second wave is against 2 of them, and the third wave is, rather predictably, against 3 of them. The first wave does not have an orb attack, but when you take it down to, I think it's about 30% health or maybe 20% health, it gives you a message and it says that it's going to fuck your shit up basically, and if you don't DPS race it down, it will actually use an orb attack despite not having an orb, and it will wipe everyone's buffs and deal a metric fuck ton of damage, and it's just generally not something that you want to have to deal with, like at all. Oh yeah, and as you can see, at certain HP damage thresholds, these bosses have like an irritating tendency to self-cleanse all the goddamn time, so that is definitely something to be wary of. So let's get the sketch back on this guy. So I really like bringing Relm and Sherlotta together because Relm's kit is a lot about batteries, so just being able to battery up and then having the increased damage from Sherlotta really helps. And because Sherlotta, her increased damage is not based on a debuff like Kurasame, but it's her actual aura. So she is just going to be hitting like a truck basically. Like she's just going to help everyone hit like a truck the whole time. So I'm actually just going to Bravery Plus here to give Kuja a little bit of bravery. Hopefully he doesn't get broken, but he might do anyway. Except Ramu happens, which I'm always a fan of that. So yeah, this is a pretty well put together team as far as DPS races are concerned, because I mean just look at Kuja's max bravery, 75,000, and yeah, we've got the auras from Relm and we've got the HP damage from Sherlotta, so we're going to be able to deal a lot of damage very, very quickly, which is good. That is exactly what we need to be able to do with this guy over here, because we're about to reach the threshold at which he starts to become a problem. So I'm going to sketch. So with Relm we don't need to be too afraid about wasting skills, because the first time I tried this we did actually have like excess skills. So I am actually going to be like spamming her skills a little bit more than I was previously, because we do have some wiggle room, because we've got a friend Kuja too. Right, okay, so there when you get this message, you take it below 30% health, powerful group attack incoming. That means that after this turn, on its next turn, it's going to do an all attack, and that is basically just going to be a party wipe. Like, I've tried it with Warrior of Light, and you can't survive it with Wall. Now, you can dodge it. You can dodge the attack. So if you have someone like Edge, for example, then technically you could survive it. But in my opinion, the best thing for this is just to completely DPS it down, which Sherlotta really helps with, because I need to get her EX charge back up anyway, and just look at everyone's bravery, it's stupid. So, yeah, absolutely no problems here. And that's interesting, even though Kuja has 109k bravery, Sherlotta only dealt 99k damage, so she can't actually really make the most of that at all. I'm just going to ult him. Let's just get the thing out of the way. I'm not going to waste her EX on a lone enemy. I'm just going to HP attack. And I guess we can just ring early. And you're dead. Okay, that's fine. Right then. So this wave, the enemies will start out. One of them starts out with an all attack, which is not very brainer. And this will be a party HP attack, but it's not that big of a deal. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to toss my heal staff on A, because whenever these things do an all attack, they also do a self cleanse as well. And yeah, you know what? I'll do a sketch on A. Oh no, that was a mistake, because B's gonna break everyone. Oh, it's not actually gonna break anyone. It's gonna. Alright, yeah, I forgot about that. When they go below certain HP thresholds, they also like to just give themselves a whole load of shit. And just battery themselves up to an unreasonable extent. But we have Kuja's EX, which should do a really great job in shoving everything down. There we go. And we will use Sherlotta's very useful bravery attack, which is a party battery. And here with Relm, I am actually going to sketch plus on. No, I'm not going to sketch plus. I am just going to Star Prism, because that batteries her after she dumps all the bravery anyway. So we can use this and we'll be safe. So we can just eat this up. Mmm, delicious HP damage. Okay. Okay. So the LUFENIA orb for these guys appears when they are at 50% health. But, in my experience, the last time I tried this, I ended up basically... I brought in my friend Kuja too late. And I didn't bring in my own Kuja soon enough. So you know what? I'm actually just going to swap out with a friend now, and we're just going to burst straight away. We're just going to go right in there with that burst. Because even though we've got Relm to deal with the orb conditions, we're just going to be able to burst them down before the orb even becomes a problem. Yeah, so there comes the orb, and there comes them. They go into this state where they kind of work themselves up. But as you can see, Sherlotta is ready to refresh her EX, which is going to give Kuja a whole lot of battery to dump into his LD skill, which is just going to hit like a truck. And we use Sherlotta's gravity as well, so yeah, these guys are well and truly neutered. Let's get a sketch on there with Relm. And do some delicious damage. Look at that, they're basically dead already. I could have brought him in when they were at 100% health. That would have been no problem at all. Well, these enemies appear to be quite dead. And I still have 3 turns left on my friend Kuja. But what I want to do is I want to actually go into summon with my own Kuja. But when we start on this wave, Oh, actually, this one is the only one with a HP with an all attack. Okay, that's actually fine. That's totally fine. All the damage. Yeah, why not? Let's just bravery attack. Should give everyone enough bravery not to get broken. Like a gentle spring breeze. Yeah, let's do this. Now you see that A over there would be a problem, but we've got a Sherlotta for that. And in fact, we've also got a Relm for that, because we do so much goddamn bravery damage. There we go. You know what? I want my Kuja back. I've decided. Okay, so there's only one small problem with this. I don't have the Holy Imperil on these guys, so I'm not going to be doing as much damage as I could. But they're actually weak against Holy anyway, so that's completely fine. Bringing my Kuja back in was the smart move. So let's pop our Crystal 65, and let's go straight into our own burst. And of course we start off with LD because we've got a ton of bravery. And yeah, we know how this goes by now. Just enjoy the numbers, enjoy the number porn. There's going to be a lot of it. I really like that the enemies on the LUFENIA version of the quest are actually weak to Holy, like without the Imperil, because that makes this so much easier to manage. Oh look, and they've actually changed what they're going to do. A's not going to do an all attack anymore. He's going to try and attack Kuja. Emphasis on try. So what we can actually do is we can summon on Kuja's turn to get the absolute most possible damage during the summon phase. So let's do this. It's going to HP attack, which is completely fine. It's just going to miss anyway. And let's go. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to do an Ultimate Bliss this time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, get a load of that. Absolute just DPS. We don't even care about the orb. Let's just kill them. Oh my god, it just killed it in one. Okay, there we go. That's Gal's LUFENIA. Yeah. That should be as good a demonstration of what Kuja can do as anything. There we go. In my opinion, the LUFENIA is much easier than the challenge quest because I don't have Gao. And I mean, I'm actually in two minds whether I'm going to pull for Gao or not, because it turns out that Gai's event actually comes out before Gao's LD boards. And I kind of want Gao more than Gai, but I also want to be able to do Gai's challenge quest, so I have some decisions to make. But yeah, as long as you can deal with the HP attacks these guys do, and as long as you can either have a counter-attacker to deal with the orb, have earth damage, or just have a lot of damage in general, like this, to just DPS them down, and then the orb's not even a problem. So yeah, that's going to be my run of Gal's LUFENIA. I hope everyone enjoyed, and until the next time, take care, and goodbye.